What's going on, Internet? It is your boy Eric Bandholz back again with another awesome episode from Beardbrand. Hope all is going well on the other side of the Internet. Wanted to talk to you guys today about being a teenager and growing your beard out. I mean, this is probably one of the most frequent questions that I ever get, and I'm hoping that this video is going to be a resource for all the guys out there who see a teenager asking about their beard and what to expect. When you're in a school environment, you're around, hundreds of other kids. It's really easy to compare yourself to others. And as a teenager, it's going to be really important for you to, as much as possible, not compare yourself to others. When you're in the same grade, someone may actually be a year older than you, and someone may be a lot younger than you. But you don't always know the exact age of your other classmates and your peers. So in their growth journey, they may be growing facial hair at the same age as you, but because they're a year older than you or 18 months older than you, you don't have facial hair, but they do. So what's going to be really important is, first of all, don't compare yourself to others. Look instead at your classmates for inspiration. Start to look at your parents and your family and see what kind of facial hair does your dad have, does your uncle have, does your grandfather have? Is it within your genetics to grow a pretty good beard? That's going to be your first answer to the question of, will I be able to grow a beard? I don't know the answer to that. I have no idea if you're going to be able to grow a beard. But if you've watched my video on how to grow a fuller, thicker beard, you'll see that as you get older, your beard is going to get thicker and fuller over time. So everyone is going to hit puberty at different periods of time. I personally was a late bloomer. I want to try to throw some old photos up of me so you can see what I used to look like when I was in college and when I was in high school, and kind of see what lack of facial hair that I had. My journey started, personally, I just had sideburns, and I just grew them to about right here. And that was all the facial hair that I had until college. And then into college, I just grew a little bit of chin hair, right here. And then once I got out of college, I started growing the full beard, but I only kept it to about 1 week's worth of time. So, my journey, I personally didn't really start growing a good beard until my late 20s and early 30s. So everyone grows at different periods of time. And just because you're not able to grow facial hair when you're 14 or you're 13 or you're 17 or 18, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to grow facial hair when you get older. So the best process when you're still young is to grow what you got. So that's kind of what I did. As my chin hair grew in, I had a chin beard, and when my sideburns came in, I grew my sideburns, or when your mustache comes in, you grow your mustache, and then shave off like the other areas that still aren't fully converted to terminal hair or terminal beards. So the little blonde hairs that you see, and we've got them all over our bodies. They're hairs that have yet to turn into what's called a terminal hair. And a terminal hair is the adult hair, for lack of better terms. And that's the hair that's going to be like the curly, fat, thick, coarse beard. So not all of those blonde hairs are going to convert into terminal hairs, but a lot of them are. So that will give you an indication as to how thick or how full your beard may be as you get older, is by looking at those blonde hairs and seeing how dense or full they are. And patience is really the biggest thing when you're a teenager. The patience, you gotta wait. It's going to come in, it's going to get thicker, it's going to get fuller. It may not be the most incredible beard on the face of the planet. It may not be, a Chris Millington beard or a Ricky Hall beard, but it's going to be your beard, and it's going to be your own, and it's going to allow you to define who you are as an individual. But don't be owned to all these grandiose type of beards out there, these really full, thick ones. Because the reality is, most of you guys, the majority of you guys, aren't going to have that type of facial hair. And the guys that do have that type of facial hair, they don't want it. So they just shave it off all the time, and they don't grow their beards out. It's the weirdest thing on the face of the planet. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's the grass is always greener. So be patient. No one knows what your beard's going to do unless you start looking at your family. That's going to be the best indicator. And, you know, if you're in your teenage years, don't even consider Rogaine. Don't even consider beard implants. Don't do any of that. Really, like, your beard's going to come into your 20s and 30s. And if you want to do anything when it comes to growing your beard, that's when you'll be mature enough to kind of understand, you know, what your potential is going to be and if it's really important to you. So, hope it helps, man. I know it's a tough time. It was a tough time for me. And when you want things that you can't get, it makes it even tougher. So it's going to be really important to embrace who you are and what you are and the situation that you're in at the current time. So I hope you guys found value. Share with the other friends out there who are growing. Share with the other teenagers that you know. Thanks for subscribing. Cheers. Beard on.